Right now, a new public health order now in effect for Dane County. What this means for your Thanksgiving plans.
Plus, a little over a week out from the holiday, how you can help the Goodman Center make sure those in need have a Thanksgiving feast.
And wind, and more wind. We're talking strong southerly winds today. All the details coming up.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this windy Wednesday, November 18th. I'm Josh Sprider.
Glad you're waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide. Chris has the day off. As of midnight, the latest public health order here in Dane County is now in effect, and it's going to impact your Thanksgiving plans. The new order limits outdoor gatherings to 10 people. Indoor gatherings aren't allowed at all, other than with the people you live with. The order is in effect for the next 4 weeks, running through December 16th.
Now, this affects private and public gatherings, including any kind of sporting event, conferences, and exercise classes. Most businesses and workplaces will still be allowed to stay open at 50% capacity, while restaurants will be limited to 25% indoor capacity. But the big impact will be felt on Thanksgiving.
We cannot pretend that this is going to be a normal Thanksgiving. We know that many of the people that we want to spend time with are very vulnerable to the virus. And we want our loved ones to be around, not for just this one holiday, but for all the holidays.
Public Health will mainly enforce the order through its existing complaint process. Madison police say they will help as needed, but they don't plan to focus on Thanksgiving gatherings. Breaking overnight, smoking and possessing small amounts of marijuana is now legal under new laws in the city of Madison.
City Council passed several new changes to the city's marijuana laws overnight. Anyone 18 and older can now use and carry up to 28 grams of cannabis on public and private property, as long as they have the permission of the building owner, the landlord, or the tenant. Marijuana is still banned, though, wherever cigarettes and other tobacco products aren't allowed.
The reality is that we shouldn't even be talking about this tonight. It, of course, is preposterous and outrageous that the Wisconsin state legislature has not moved long ago toward legal and regulated adult use of cannabis like so many other states have across the country, including many of our neighboring states.
Now, it is still a state and federal crime to possess and use marijuana, but according to the State Journal, Madison Police and the Dane County District Attorney will not refer charges for possession of anything under 28 grams. However, they could still charge someone for intent to sell marijuana even if they have below the legal limit.
After 7 months of no action in the state legislature, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he's now ready to work with Governor Evers to come up with the COVID-19 plan for the state.
We've been saying pretty much throughout the entire summer we should not have a Democrat plan and a Republican plan. We should have a plan that we can agree on together. So that's the hope for us, to be able to sit down as quickly as possible, put the best ideas on the table, draft a bill, and then bring it forward for a vote.
During a press conference yesterday, Speaker Vos didn't put forward a bill, but instead told us about the concepts he'd like to see in the next legislation, which he's open to passing in December. Those ideas did not include mandating public health guidelines. Speaker Vos says he supports doubling the number of contact tracers and turning to those waiting for unemployment, med students, and public health majors to help out. He also wants to look into at-home tests and said he's interested in aid for small businesses, but said he would rather pay for that with federal money. While Republicans in the legislature don't have a bill proposal right now, Governor Evers does. He released his plan just before Vos spoke yesterday. It includes extending provisions through the end of 2021 to waive a 1-week waiting period for unemployment, making sure COVID testing, treatment, and telehealth visits are all covered by insurance, and extending moratoriums on evictions. Speaker Vos says he thinks Republicans can support some of the governor's proposals, though he didn't explicitly say which ones.
Options for new legislation come on the table as Wisconsin hits a new single-day high for COVID-related deaths. 87 people died in the last 24 hours. There are also more than 7,600 new confirmed cases, beating out our previous single-day record set on Friday. And breaking news within the last few minutes here, Pfizer now says it will be filing for an emergency use authorization for its COVID vaccine, quote, within days. Pfizer announcing this morning its coronavirus vaccine is 95% effective and has no safety concerns. That's up from its initial report of 90% effective last week. The company says the vaccine trial has reached its required safety milestones and is ready for approval. Based on current projections, the company says it should have 50 million doses ready by the end of the year and more than 1 billion in 2021.
6:04 on your Wednesday. Miss Hattie McClain keeping an eye on the 3 things we need to know to start our morning. Hi, Hattie.
Good morning, Leah. That's right. We're talking winds today. Very windy conditions return to southern Wisconsin. Those winds will be from the south, though, so we're talking high temperatures near 50 degrees. Now, the winds are going to stay strong overnight tonight and into Thursday, so an even warmer day is forecast for tomorrow. We'll be back in the lower 60s. Still watching that chance for rain in the weekend forecast, although there have been a few changes made to that forecast. Take a look at Weather Track. We'll show you what's happening. High pressure to our south and east and low pressure moving across the southern part of Canada. It's sort of a squeeze play in between those 2 large pressure systems. So in between, the winds will be increasing from the south today. We're already seeing that south wind right now at 10 miles an hour here in Madison. Our temperature back down to 33 degrees. We've lost 1 degree in the last hour. Wind chill is 25. Our winds are going to be increasing pretty rapidly, though, this morning to around 20 miles an hour by the time we hit 11 or 12 o'clock, and then staying strong right through the afternoon. We also have a wind gust to consider. Take a look at this wind gust forecast. By the lunch hour, winds gusting 25 to 35 miles an hour. Those winds get even stronger through the afternoon and evening. By later on tonight, the winds could be gusting to around 40 miles an hour. They will start to diminish a little bit through the day on Thursday, but still stay around 20 miles an hour. Here's a look at our temperatures then through the next 12 hours. We're looking at highs right around 50 degrees here in Madison. Taking a look at that extended forecast, again, 60s tomorrow. We're cooling down on Friday. I still have a chance for some rain on both Saturday and Sunday, pushing it back a little bit later in the day on Saturday. So it looks like the morning hours could actually be dry for southern Wisconsin.
Looks like we're staying more typical into next week then.
Yeah, highs right around 40 is pretty normal for this time of the year.
All right, Hattie, thank you. 6:06 is your time right now. For the past 32 years, Goodman Community Center's Thanksgiving Basket Drive has been a tradition, with many long-serving staff, volunteers, and their children returning year after year.
Such a great cause. This year, the demand for baskets is at an all-time high, with 4,000 families registered for them. Taylor Lazenby joins us live with how you can help make someone's holiday brighter. Hi, Taylor.
Hi guys, good morning. We're live in the Goodman Center, and joining me now is John Leica. He is working on getting these baskets together. John, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good. So John, just tell me, what do we have on the table and what goes into a traditional Thanksgiving basket?
Sure, well, we got a little bit of everything. There's a 12-pound frozen turkey in a roaster pan. There's fresh produce, carrots, potatoes, onions. We have butter, milk, eggs, the traditional cranberry stuffing, gravy. And not pictured here is a nice pumpkin pie that'll go into every basket as well.
Nice. So John, when we talk about people giving those donations right now, and that's what we're needing from people in our community, how can we track that process? I know there is a way to track it on your website.
Yeah, we have a canned good countdown. So we're updating that a couple times a day at least, and you'll be able to see the items that we need the most. So if you are in the, if you have the ability to go to a grocery store and pick up some of those items, you can see it right there on our website. You can pull it up on your phone. You can print off grocery lists from our website. There's still time to kind of rally the troops and put a little small food drive together. And about $20 would cover all the dry goods that we need in a Thanksgiving basket. And we need a lot of turkeys still to come in.
Perfect. And John, really quickly, what's the website again for people that want to donate or find locations about where to drop off the goods?
Yeah, it's goodmancenter.org. We have a Thanksgiving page scrolling on the banner. You can't miss it.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, John. Well, guys, we're going to stick around here at the Goodman Center, and coming up in the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about how the Goodman Center is making sure that your baskets are safe and clean, even with COVID-19. Reporting live at the Goodman Center, Taylor Lazenby, News 3 Now.
Taylor, thank you. Heading into the holiday shopping season, U.S. retail sales could use a boost. The Census Bureau says retail sales grew at a slower pace than predicted, climbing only 0.3%. Online sales, however, jumping more than 3%, and retail sales are $26 billion above pre-pandemic levels. But with winter approaching and COVID cases rising, brick and mortar stores could take another hit. Many states putting restrictions back in place, and millions are still unemployed.
In Wisconsin, the state's 9-deer gun deer season officially begins on Saturday. Sales for gun, crossbow sports, and patron licenses are already at more than 590,000. Of that total, almost 350,000 are for gun privileges only. Although gathering at check stations have really become a tradition of the hunting season, the DNR and health experts are urging hunters not to get together with people outside of their household.
All right, 6:09 is your time on this Wednesday morning. Let's take a look at your First Warn traffic maps. As you head out right now, things looking pretty good so far on this hump day across southern Wisconsin. We're not seeing any major issues out there so far. As we zoom into Madison, we'll give you a closer look at the picture here in the metro. Really no colors showing up, just a couple of yellow spots showing up near downtown, so maybe a couple of brake lights there, but the belt line and the interstate moving along just fine. As we take a look at the speeds right now, we are moving just fine on this Wednesday. That's your First Warn traffic. 6:10 coming up. The deadline for the Trump campaign to request a recount in Wisconsin is today. How much it could cost and why things are changing from 2016.
And November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. We're taking a look at some of the signs and symptoms everybody should be aware of. Stay with us.
Black Friday starts now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off doorbusters and special holiday buys available now. Plus, get our very best Black Friday bonus deals, up to an extra 20% off our sale prices store-wide. Bring the holidays home early at Ashley Home Store.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows, and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive, and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Black Friday mattress deals start now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 70% off mattress doorbusters. Plus, interest-free financing for up to 6 years on Tempur-Pedic and Beautyrest Black mattresses. And free quick ship delivery. Black Friday is on now at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. Now that canvassing is complete in all 72 counties, President Trump's campaign has until 5 o'clock tonight to decide if it will file for a statewide recount here in Wisconsin. The statewide estimate for a recount is just under $8 million. It's almost 4 times the cost back in 2016. The Milwaukee County Clerk says his county would need more than $2 million for its recount. It would be for things like costs associated with staff, security, equipment, and PPE. The biggest cost there, nearly $650,000 to rent the Wisconsin Center to help socially distance workers.
We looked at several spaces ranging from 60,000 square feet up to this, and we just felt for the public safety, we wanted to go with the largest space we could get.
The Trump campaign says its legal team continues to look at issues with irregularities in Wisconsin, and they're still considering all their legal options. The Milwaukee County Clerk says he's seen no evidence of irregularities, but the county is committed to transparency. It would spend $400,000 to live stream the recount.
If the Trump campaign decides it wants a recount, it would only be the second presidential recount in Wisconsin history. The first was 4 years ago for Green Party candidate Jill Stein. Stein says her 2016 recounts were successful in improving the election process, but she never intended for her recount to change the election results.
We were doing recounts in order to improve and restore voter confidence.
This time around, though, Stein believes recount calls are not in the public interest and questions President Trump's motives. If the president requests a recount, it would begin Friday and working through the weekend. They would only take Thanksgiving off and have to finish it by December 1st.
One state is already done with its recount, almost. Georgia is on schedule to finish an audit of the presidential election by today, then certify its results by Friday. The process is only finding minor discrepancies so far. If that holds, it could confirm projections of Joe Biden flipping the state blue.
Household debt is back up above pre-pandemic levels across the country thanks to an increase in mortgage balances. A new survey from the New York Federal Reserve says Americans are taking advantage of low interest rates to buy homes and refinance. Total household debt is up by $87 billion over the last 3 months. That's after a drop in the previous business quarter when consumers cut back on non-essential spending during lockdowns. The number of people getting behind on low payments was also down as folks are starting to see some recovery from financial losses caused by the pandemic.
New information now. TikTok is giving you some new ways to keep tabs on what your kids are watching. The video sharing app is adding more control options for parents. What you can decide is something like hashtags, users, and sounds the kids can search for on the app, if your child's account should be public or remain private, and how much time your kids can spend on the app each day. The new controls are available right now. They're under the family pairing option in the app settings.
6:16 right now. Hattie's on the Hattio patio with a look at your Wednesday forecast, and it's going to be a windy one there, Hads.
It certainly is going to be windy, but we're looking ahead right now to the weekend, the opening day for gun deer hunt season. Jerry Davis sent in this creatively taken picture, blaze orange, with a lot of deer congregating in that field. Thanks, Jerry, for sending in those wonderful pictures all year round. Here's a look at snow depth. If you're thinking tracking snow, you're going to have to go way into the north woods. Northwestern Wisconsin has the best snow depth right now. Most of the state looking pretty bare, and I'm not forecasting any new snow in between now and Saturday morning. So what you see is what you get as far as snow is concerned. Our temperatures early this morning are in the 30s, and will be in the 30s again Saturday morning. These are forecast lows for early Saturday. 20s in the north woods, low 30s close to freezing here in southern Wisconsin. It'll definitely be a chilly day, but pretty typical for this time of the year, with highs only in the low 40s from La Crosse to Madison. North of that, temperatures will likely stay in the 30s. Now, a great view from the Edgewater Sky Camera this morning as we start to see a little bit of light on our Sky Camera shots. It's still 33 here in Madison. There is a wind chill to factor in with those south winds at 10 miles an hour. It feels like it's back in the 20s. Here's a look at your bus stop weather forecast. Highs around 50 today, so definitely warmer. But hold on to your hat. Those strong winds are going to be increasing through the morning. By the time you head home from school, winds could be gusting around 35 miles an hour.
So it's one of those use all the hairspray you can kind of days.
Yeah, or just don't even bother.
Stay in bed.
I'm not sure. Every time I come back in, I have to put more hairspray on.
Let it flow. Let it flow. All right, Hads, thank you. 6:18 is your time right now. The month of November is a time to bring awareness to one of the deadliest forms of cancer, pancreatic cancer.
Our Christina Laurie shares signs and symptoms of the disease and explains why it has such a poor survival rate.
One of the biggest problems when it comes to diagnosing and treating pancreatic cancer is that oftentimes the symptoms are so vague you don't realize you have it until it's too late. There are things like nausea, stomach pain, backaches, things you wouldn't even go to the doctor for, let alone a hospital. Other times, there may be no symptoms at all until a person develops fatigue, loses weight, or shows signs of jaundice, a yellowing of the eyes and skin. Pancreatic cancer is so likely to spread because the pancreas is nestled deep in the body and surrounded by lymph nodes and blood vessels. Doctors call it the highway to metastasis. Another problem with pancreatic cancer is that there's not currently a screening test for it. While there's the PSA for prostate cancer and the mammogram for breast, pancreatic cancer doesn't have any source of early detection. That's why only 10 to 15% of patients are diagnosed while the cancer is still contained in the pancreas.
There was an early morning when she called and let us all know that she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and it's heartbreaking because most people, you don't see survivors of pancreatic cancer. At least back when she was diagnosed in 2009, I didn't know of any.
But here's the promising news. Thanks to the fundraising efforts of organizations like PanCan, researchers are learning more about pancreatic cancer and are making some progress. They now know that up to 5% of pancreatic cancer cases are hereditary and are providing genetic testing to families who may be at risk. In recent years, they've learned that people with a new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes or depression have a higher than average risk of being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. While pancreatic cancer specialists used to measure their patients' life expectancy in months, they're now measuring that in years, and that is progress. Doctors here at UW's Carbone Cancer Center are also seeing similar numbers. This is where a third of all Wisconsinites are treated for pancreatic cancer. We will share more about the progress that they're seeing here in Madison tomorrow.
Christina, Lori, thank you. A reminder, Thursday is World Pancreatic Cancer Day, a day that encourages people around the world to wear purple for pancreatic cancer awareness. It is almost 6:21 right now. Still ahead for us on this Wednesday morning, how to get a handle on stress eating.
Advice we all need. And coming up in our next half hour, the coronavirus is affecting all age groups. We're hearing from a 29-year-old woman about her time recovering in the ICU and what her doctor said that brought her to tears. Stay with us.
The nursing degree, helping others, went from a job to a career.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Hey, Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
It's Black Friday now at A1 Furniture with savings up to 40% off our everyday low prices and amazing doorbuster deals. Get this 6-piece dining set just $7.99. Plus, get 48 months free financing on purchases over $9.99. Black Friday on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
This is the year. You say that every year.
I know, but this year I did my homework. I got the trail cam all set up.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Now all there's left to do is... Wait. That's him.
I don't see him.
It's the big one.
Are you sure? You gotta be sure before you take the shot.
I don't get away. What the?
Oh. Nice looking buck, though.
Goldman Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on Dodge Grand Caravans well-equipped starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
Goldman Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Goldman.
Or my brother, Donovan Goldman.
You gotta go to Goldman. GoldmanCars.com.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa.
Today's audio-video security and automation technology is powerful in what it can do, but it can be complex with overwhelming options to choose from, and you may not know where to go for trusted advice. Well, we at Fearing's Audio-Video Security have assembled a team of experts to guide you in choosing the right system for your business and home. Then we custom design and install easy-to-use solutions to advance your business, enhance your home, and simplify your life. Check us out at fearings.com.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
We're back at 6:24. I promise you this next story, we're not targeting you at home. This is more for us here at the station. In times of stress, a lot of us turn to comfort food, but overdoing it can lead to low energy levels, bloating, upset stomach, and over time, weight gain, of course.
Oh, yeah. So we've got a few tips to share this morning from a nutritionist on how you can make your stress snacks work for you. If you have trouble stopping, pre-portion your snack. Even if you find yourself going back for more, you'll be able to see how many servings you're going through.
Second, upgrade your snack by making it healthier. Substitute in veggies or fruit, or maybe look for a low-calorie version of your favorite option.
And finally, treat yourself. It's okay to indulge every now and then. Just be careful not to overdo it. Josh, I'm looking at you. You're pretty good at telling me when I'm overdoing it in the newsroom.
Usually I'm yelling across the newsroom, Leah. And then it's always like looking back, like, what? I'm like, I know what you're doing. You're going for the candy jar.
And I am always going for the candy jar, Josh. So I appreciate you keeping an eye on me.
It is hard because, like, I'm a big believer in treating yourself, but there's a difference in treating yourself and then kind of spiraling out of control. And I think a lot of times that's what happens. I think we're all guilty of it.
Well, how often is every now and then?
I know.
I feel like every hour, every day.
Can we massage that a little bit? Like every hour sounds great.
My problem is if I start early in the day, I'm going to be treating myself all day long. So
that's a problem. We pick up candy in the newsroom at 7 a.m. When the show is over, it's not setting yourself up for success for the rest of the day.
Oh, it's hard this time of the year, though, because you want the comfort food with all of this weather, Hattie. It's cold. All I want to do is just feel better.
I know. Well, it is going to be warmer today, Josh, so maybe you don't need to have as much comfort food. Temperatures are actually running about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than they were this time yesterday. We're in the 30s in most spots across southern Wisconsin. Here's our Pet Walk forecast. This is Dahlia in Belleville. Does Dahlia have a purple tail? It's going to be
looks like it
outside today.
Grab a snack, folks. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your home and family warm and cozy this winter with a new degree of comfort from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom. It's time to cozy up and have fun. Go ahead, give your home those new items you're craving for a comfy new feel. The time is right. It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices. Get your look for less at the Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandma.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Every single brand we carry is Black Friday price to move today. Check out front load washer and dryer pairs starting at $10.98 or just $5.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Ladies, check it out. So strong, so not ripped.
What are we talking about?
That's the Hefty Ultra Strong bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Give me the bag.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price. Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's Lip Repair. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Is your home giving you the cold shoulder? Fight back with a new energy-saving furnace from your local Rheem contractor.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today. Serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Before you make plans, download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app.
New gathering limits are now in effect in Dane County. What it means for your Thanksgiving plans.
Beautiful sunrise underway right now. It is going to turn quite windy, though, today. All the details coming up.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for starting your Wednesday, November 18th with us. I'm Josh Breiter.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Leah Lynchine. Chris is off today. Your Thanksgiving is going to look very different this year.
Dane County's newest public health order now in effect this morning. Indoor gatherings of any kind are no longer allowed other than those who you already live with. Outdoor gatherings now capped at 10 people. This will last for the next 4 weeks into mid-December. Madison police say they'll help enforce the order as needed, but they don't plan to focus on Thanksgiving gatherings. The order also impacts private and public gatherings like sports, conferences, and group exercises, to name a few. You can find a full list of the new restrictions on the Channel 3000 mobile app. The order comes as Wisconsin continues to break records for all of the wrong reasons. 87 more people died from the virus yesterday, a new daily record. The weekly average of new deaths across the state is now nearly 10 times higher than it was 2 months ago. We're also seeing a record number of newly confirmed cases, with more than 7,600 confirmed yesterday. 72,000 people currently have active cases of COVID in Wisconsin.
The White House's coronavirus task force says the pandemic is dire and it's only getting worse. If no changes are made, doctors fear the U.S. could average 1,500 deaths a day next week and up to 2,000 daily by Christmas. Health officials on the task force are urging either Vice President Mike Pence or President Donald Trump to make a national address to ask everyone to take mitigation measures more seriously. And in Wisconsin, Governor Evers is giving an additional $80 million to statewide nursing homes as they struggle with staffing shortages and outbreaks. The Journal-Sentinel reports over a third of nursing homes in the state are short of nurses, aides, or both. Most of that money will cover costs related to the pandemic, like overtime or PPE. The rest will be used to pay nursing homes to accept new residents directly from hospitals. Many nursing homes have stopped or slowed their admissions because they just don't have enough staff to care for more people.
Older adults and people with underlying conditions are known to be the most at risk of getting COVID, but young, healthy people are getting sick too and ending up in the ICU. Town of Dane resident Cassie Laufenberg is sharing her story, which now has more than 1,000 shares on Facebook. She found out she had the virus in early October, and then a week later, she was at St. Mary's Hospital in Madison. She spent a week in the ICU, then a week on the COVID floor. At one point, she asked the doctor if she was going to make it, and this was the answer.
She's like, we're going to do everything in our power, but I can't tell you that. And that's when, like, the tears just, like, started rolling down my face. I was questioning, you know, where are my dogs going to go? What about my life? I'm just starting with Nick, my mom, my work, my best friend.
As her lungs continue to heal, Cassie is urging everyone to wear a mask and encouraging people with COVID antibodies to donate plasma. She credits convalescent plasma for plasma treatment as saving her life.
6:33 now. The Goodman's Community Center's Thanksgiving Basket Drive is a big event with a lot of people, and the only way they can be successful is if we're all vigilant and following safety precautions.
Taylor Lazenby live at the Goodman Center this morning with how they're operating with COVID still in play. Hi, Taylor.
Hi guys, good morning. We know a lot of our holiday traditions are cut short due to COVID-19, but one tradition is here to stay, and that's the Thanksgiving baskets done by the Goodman Center. And joining me now is John. John, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. So when we jump right in, what are the things that you're asking people to donate right now, and just how long are we asking for those donations just for the baskets?
Sure. We need donations right now, and we need a lot of them. We'll accept donations all the way through Monday. We distribute baskets to families Saturday through Monday. So if you're able to get it in the next couple of days, that'd be great. But we're taking donations through Monday, and we need a little bit of everything. We need financial gifts. We need food donations. We don't need any volunteers. We've been really good at kind of honing in on that and making sure we have a safe space for all our folks who are volunteering. But we need folks who are in a position to help to really step up. I mean, we need thousands of canned goods still, and we're just days away. We're packing bags in 2 days on Friday, and you can check out our canned good countdown online, see the items that we need the most, and really help out families in need.
Perfect. And then when we talk about the families in need and the food insecurities that are currently going on, how important is it for people in our community just to be able to give and give back during this time?
Yeah, well, a common misconception about food insecurity is that that folks are, you know, it's not the person you maybe see on State Street pushing a shopping cart or up around the Capitol Square. I mean, 80% of the people who use our food pantry have some source of income. You know, folks are, you know, dual income households, but they really need help stretching their budget just with the way things are. And, you know, in this new climate, things are even harder for those families who are living paycheck to paycheck. So people are really struggling, and to not have to worry about, do I have an extra $100 to make this Thanksgiving feast? Taking care of that for families is going to be super clutch and greatly appreciated.
Great. Well, thank you so much, John. We're excited to see the baskets being put together. And guys, you can always help out at the Goodman Center and give your donations now. They're accepting them, as John said, till Friday. And we'll have all the information on our website at channel3000.com. Reporting live at the Goodman Center, Taylor Lazenby, News 3 Now.
Taylor, thank you so much. 6:35 now. New this morning, researchers at Mayo Clinic are working to see if monitoring your voice could detect COVID. Case studies are looking into frequencies that the human ear can't pick up on. It's like using voice recognition, but for COVID symptoms. Early data indicates there are different signals for both symptomatic and asymptomatic patients. Mayo plans to work with hundreds of patients over the next 2 years to screen for other health issues like high blood pressure. In the meantime, Mayo Clinic is facing a major staffing issue because of the virus. More than a third of its employees have gotten the virus in the past 2 weeks. The Pioneer Press reports almost all of them caught it from the community. Only 7% caught it at work while eating in a break room with their masks off. When you account for the staff who've had to quarantine recently, the clinic is currently short 1,500 workers.
6:36 right now, and breaking news within the last half hour, Pfizer will file for an emergency use authorization for its COVID vaccine within days, and it is 5% more effective than initial data showed. Pfizer says its vaccine is 95% effective and has no safety concerns. Based on current projections, the company says it should have 50 million doses ready by the end of the year and more than 1 billion in 2021. And breaking locally overnight, the city of Madison is loosening its marijuana laws. The city council voting to allow people 18 and older to have and use just under an ounce of marijuana on public and private property. However, they'll need permission from a building owner, landlord, or tenant. Smoking weed will still be banned in places where cigarettes and other devices are banned. The council also voting to lower fines for people who violate these ordinances. The State Journal reports having marijuana in Madison is still against state and federal law, but these new ordinances make it so Madison police and the Dane County DA won't refer charges for having under the legal limit.
All right, 6:37 on your Wednesday. Hattie McLean keeping an eye on our first warn weather. Hi, Hattie.
Hi, Leah. We are going to warm things up finally for a couple of days here across southern Wisconsin. Take a look at highs yesterday, only in the 30s across Wisconsin, but you don't have to look too far to see warmer temperatures. Des Moines was in the mid-40s and St. Louis real close to 50 degrees. We should be more like what St. Louis was yesterday here today as those warmer temperatures move northward. Now, our current conditions, we're still at 33 here in Madison. Winds are from the south right now, around 10 miles an hour, so there's a bit of a wind chill this morning. Feels like it's 25 degrees. Here's a look at our current temperature readings. We have temps that are in the 30s for most locations, 29 in Camp Douglas, but the rest of our viewing area in the low 30s this morning. Our winds are from the south, as I mentioned. We're starting to see more double-digit numbers on those wind speeds right now. Wind speeds around 14 miles an hour in Monroe, 15 miles an hour in the Dells and Mineral Point. Here's a look at our wind speed forecast through the day today. Winds are going to continue to increase, sustain this afternoon around 20 miles an hour, and that's just the sustained wind speed. There will be some gusts mixing in as well. Take a look at your future track wind gust forecast. Again, those wind gusting to around 25 to 35 miles an hour by the lunch hour. Heading into the afternoon and evening hours, those wind gusts get even stronger. Some places could see a gust to around 40 miles an hour. Winds stay pretty strong through the evening and overnight. They will diminish a little bit on Thursday, but still stay around 25 to 30 miles an hour with some of those wind gusts. So a breezy day again on Thursday. The result is warmer temperatures. 50 today, but 61 on Thursday. Take a look at those nighttime lows as well. The next couple of nights will be in the 40s. We are going to cool down as we head towards the weekend. I'm still watching a chance for rain on Saturday and Sunday, although it doesn't look like as good of a chance as what we were forecasting yesterday. So maybe those forecast models will continue to trend that rain a little bit further to the south.
I think the hunters would like that, Hads.
Yeah, you know, if they can't have snow, I think they'd rather have it be dry.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Hattie, thank you. 6:39 now. A Wauwatosa police officer who shot and killed 3 people while on duty will resign at the end of the month. Our affiliate in Milwaukee reports Joseph Mensa's last day will be November 30th. The Common Council entered into a separation agreement last night. Mensa has been cleared of wrongdoing in each of the 3 incidents spanning 5 years. There have been several protests over those years calling for the department to fire him. The city of Milwaukee has asked the Police and Fire Commission to meet as soon as they can to dismiss the charges against Mensa since he will no longer be employed. The attorney representing the families of the people Mensa had killed, meanwhile, says his resignation is long overdue. Kimberly Motley says the news is welcome, but she wants to see new leadership in the department. She blames the police chief for failing to address the officer's actions. Motley also requesting for the details of the city's agreement with Mensa to be made public. Also new this morning, Milwaukee police officers will now escort city health inspectors after some were assaulted at a rally over the weekend. Health officials say several health inspectors at the Defend Your Vote rally received death threats and were physically and verbally assaulted. Hundreds of Trump supporters attended the rally, which exceeded the city's capacity of 100 people. Mayor Tom Barrett says the assaults are completely unacceptable and cross the line. The rally has also prompted Milwaukee's health department to meet and possibly tighten their restrictions on gatherings.
6:41, the Trump campaign has until 5 o'clock tonight to request a recount and pay the $8 million it would cost up front. All of the state's 72 counties are done with elections canvassing. President-elect Joe Biden slightly widened his lead by about 180 votes. He now leads President Trump by roughly 20,600 votes. The president has said he'd request a recount in Wisconsin, but his campaign hasn't committed. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is prepared to have a meeting tonight if that recount is requested. That'll be at 6 o'clock, just an hour after the deadline. Taking a look at your first warn traffic now on this Wednesday morning. As you head out right now, we're starting to see a little bit more traffic volume picking up in the downtown area, especially along East Washington Avenue right there. You can see some red showing up near Milwaukee Street in the Highway 30 corridor, and also some slowdowns on the Rimrock Road area near the Alliant Energy Center, Park Street, and Fish Hatchery, especially below the Beltline or just south of the Beltline this morning. Some drive times on Verona Road impacted as well. We're down to 43 miles an hour right there. Let's take a live look at the sunrise right now on a Wednesday morning because it is fantastic. Looks like we got some birds there with the camera too. They're excited to see it. We're excited to see it. It's going to be a nice warm day out there. Addie will have the details coming up.
Wow, just beautiful. And one of your favorite holiday movies is the inspiration for this new Airbnb. See if you can figure out which one it is. We're going to tell you all the references you can find in the listing. That's when we return.
Friday starts now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 60% off doorbusters and special holiday buys available now. Plus, get our very best Black Friday bonus deals, up to an extra 20% off our sale prices store-wide. Bring the holidays home early at Ashley Home Store.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get $4,500 cash allowance on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Everything is relative. Travel, for example. A trip to Stoughton might seem like a long way, but if you're shopping for diamonds, it's closer than you think.
Diamond Select.
Importers of shimmering diamonds from the mines of South Africa to the streets of Antwerp and Tel Aviv. They shop the diamond capitals of the world so you don't have to.
Diamond Select. Direct pricing saves you money.
On GIA certified South African diamonds.
Diamond Select.
Downtown Stoughton.
Since 1902, Carrier has been inventing new ways to make people comfortable. And today, comfort can also mean efficiency. Because being more efficient with your home heating can mean spending less on it. And that's something everyone can get comfortable with. If you're ready for Carrier comfort, now you can get cool cash rebates of up to $1,650 on a new system. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Trusted by Dane County for over 60 years. Call Parker Heating and Cooling.
Black Friday mattress deals start now at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 70% off mattress doorbusters. Plus, interest-free financing for up to 6 years on Tempur-Pedic and Beautyrest Black mattresses. And free quick ship delivery. Black Friday is on now at Ashley Home Store.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger to create a personalized news feed just for you. The topics you want, the day's top stories, and push alerts for breaking news all through Messenger. Learn more at channel3000.com.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center needs your help providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift.
We are grateful for any gift you can provide.
Donate at goodmancenter.org.
We're back at 6:45. Earlier this week, we showed you the Lifetime holiday movie themed Airbnb, and now there's another one you'll want to check out. Check this out, this listing. We'll let you spend Christmas like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. The Dallas Airbnb is designed to look just like the McAllister house. The homeowner calls it the Kevin. It comes decked out with some of the movie's most iconic features like the mannequins moving in the window and the spider sitting in Buzz's room.
Okay, so sitting with Kevin's mac and cheese isn't enough. Every guest also gets a complimentary cheese pizza delivered. You can book the Airbnb through the end of January. I think Hattie made a really good point. It just looks like the gentleman running this Airbnb didn't update his house for 30 years.
I mean, great marketing for, having a lot of old things.
Very true.
So I have actually seen the home in Chicago that they used to film this in, and there are always people that are outside of it. There's a family that lives there right now, and you can Google the address and go there, but it'd be interesting to feel like you're always living in that movie.
Well, that was a true mansion. That would be beautiful. I'd stay in that house.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And our producer found out that that movie is celebrating its 30th anniversary 2 days ago, November 16th. So 30 years of Home Alone. Can't believe it.
Feeling a little old now.
I know. It does make you feel a little aged, doesn't it?
All right. Well, we don't have temperatures that'll be feeling like December or Christmas, at least for the next couple of days. It is going to be a little milder. Let's take a look at what we have going here. We're talking about temperatures that are going to be warming up a little bit today thanks to a strong southerly wind. Our weather track is showing you clear skies right now, but some clouds quickly approaching from the north and west. These are likely high-level cirrus clouds that will just filter the sunshine as we go through the day today. Our current temperatures statewide, we're still in the 30s here. In fact, basketball's up to 36, lacrosse is 37, some more 30s in the Northwoods now as well. Over the next 12 hours, temperatures will steadily climb to highs right around 50 degrees. You can thank a pretty strong southerly wind for that nice warm up today. The winds are going to shift directions though as we head towards the weekend. It is going to be a little cooler. We're still dealing with a chance for rain on Saturday and Sunday. Some of the latest forecast models though are taking that rain a little bit further to the south. So we may be able to update this forecast over the next day or so to more drier conditions for southern Wisconsin. So stay tuned for that weekend forecast.
Okay, we like the sounds of that. Thank you, Hattie. 6:48, stick around. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
But first, it is November 18th, and we want to say happy birthday to all of the kids turning 3 today. Happy birthday, and thanks for celebrating with us first on News 3 Now this morning.
Locos 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is still open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Monk's thanks you for continually supporting our locally owned business during these trying times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
Real customers are experiencing a real difference with Spectrum Internet and TV.
The speed is insane. It's always right there. Just boom.
It was easy to connect all of my devices, and I was able to find a plan that was affordable for me.
I'm saving money, and I'm even getting more speed.
Get the speed you need to do all the things you love on all your devices with Spectrum Internet, delivering the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits. Switch now for $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
With Spectrum TV, the picture quality is incredible. I feel like I'm in the movie.
The amount of stuff available on Spectrum On Demand is just never ending.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
Spectrum gives me the best deal no matter what.
Every day I'm saving money.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Ask about our easy self-install options to install your new services yourself. Call 833-918-4499.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Now during the Chevy Cyber Sales event, use $500 Cyber Cash on most SUVs when you unlock your code. That's around $239 a month on this Equinox for qualified lessees.
Over 30 years of memories in this house, the most valuable things you'll ever own. And that is why we exist.
That's not bacon, it's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is still open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Monk's thanks you for continually supporting our locally owned business during these trying times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
The fabric sale at Reuben's Contemporary Furniture, now through November 30th.
Welcome back, 6:51, time for the morning sprint.
COVID is getting worse in Wisconsin, and local leaders are asking you to make some sacrifices to make it better.
We cannot pretend that this is going to be a normal Thanksgiving.
Dane County's newest public health order now in effect this morning. Indoor gatherings of any kind no longer allowed other than those you already live with. Outdoor gatherings now capped at 10 people. This will last for the next 4 weeks into mid-December. Madison police say they'll help enforce the order as needed, but they don't plan to focus on Thanksgiving gatherings. You can find a full list of the new restrictions on the Channel 3000 mobile app.
We're in rough times right now.
Wisconsin continues to break records for all the wrong reasons. 87 more people died from the virus yesterday, a new daily record. The weekly average of new deaths across the state is now nearly 10 times higher than what it was 2 months ago. 72,000 people have active cases of COVID in Wisconsin.
The U.S. can now look to Canada for the potential fallout from having Thanksgiving celebrations. Canadians celebrated their Thanksgiving last month and saw an increase in positive cases 2 weeks after. That's the typical incubation period for COVID-19. An epidemiologist in Toronto says contact tracing reported significant transmission between homes during the holiday. In one instance, 12 people got the virus from one Thanksgiving event. And breaking news this morning, Pfizer will file for an emergency use authorization for its COVID vaccine within days, and it is 5% more effective than initial data showed. Pfizer says its vaccine is now believed to be 95% effective, with no safety concerns. Based on current projections, the company says it should have 50 million doses ready by the end of the year and more than 1 billion in 2021.
You can now take a rapid COVID test from home. The FDA has authorized the all-in-one test kit to be used by prescription for a self-diagnosis. The kit includes a sterile swab, a sample vial, a test unit, batteries, and a plastic disposal bag. You'll have to give yourself a nasal swab and put it in the vial, which will run the test. The results show up then on the test unit. Doctors will also be able to use the technology in offices, hospitals, and emergency rooms.
Breaking overnight, the city of Madison loosening its marijuana laws. The city council voting unanimously to allow people 18 and older to have and use just under an ounce of marijuana on public and private property. However, they'll need permission from a building owner, landlord, or tenant. Smoking weed will still be banned in places where cigarettes and other devices are banned. The council also voting to lower fines for people who violate these ordinances.
A Wauwatosa police officer who shot and killed 3 people while on duty will resign at the end of the month. Our affiliate in Milwaukee reports Joseph Mensa's last day will be November 30th. The Common Council entered into a separation agreement last night. Mensa had been cleared of wrongdoing in each of the 3 incidents. The city of Milwaukee has asked the Police and Fire Commission to meet as soon as they can to dismiss the charges against Mensa, since he will no longer be an employee.
The Trump campaign has until 5 o'clock tonight to request a recount and pay the $8 million it would cost up front. All of the state's 72 counties are done with the election's canvassing. President-elect Biden slightly widening his lead by about 180 votes in Wisconsin. He now leads President Trump by roughly 20,600 votes. The president has said he'd request a recount in Wisconsin, but his campaign hasn't committed.
A controversial redevelopment project on the Capitol Square is moving forward. The State Journal reports City Council approved zoning changes to redevelop the city block on East Wash, North Pinckney, East Mifflin, and North Webster. Lots of people had raised concerns about the nearby restaurant, Dino Vino, partially losing its view of the Capitol. The plan could bring up to 2,000 jobs to the city.
An important note here at News 3 Now, the FCC is allowing us to boost the power of our broadcast signal to full strength. If you know anyone watching us with an antenna, they may need to activate the scan function on their TV menu to rescan available channels so they can continue to enjoy News 3 Now and CBS programming. 6:55, almost 6:56. Taking a look at your traffic as you're heading out the door right now. We're seeing a lot of colors showing up as you head into the downtown area along East Washington Avenue this morning. But other than that, the area looking good, both the Beltline and Interstate moving along at posted speeds. And if you're using John Nolan Drive, you should be good going in and out of downtown Madison. That's your first warn traffic.
And your first warned weather forecast starts with a great sunrise shot in Platteville, thanks to our Queen Bee Radio sky camera there. Just some high-level clouds moving in right now. Temperatures are in the low 30s this morning, although Janesville has now jumped to 36. It is 37 in Boscoville and 35 in Prairie du Chien. Southerly winds will be increasing through the morning into the afternoon, so it's going to be a very windy day, but those winds will bring warmer temperatures.